Hey there Internet, Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars and Keeve YouTube channel. As you can see by my full cart right here, we are fixing to do a really deep decon wash and polish. We're getting ready to put a ceramic coating on the Heidi. That's my baby. We're using all DIY detail products. Mostly we do have some G-Technic panel prep because I didn't have the panel prep from DIY Detail, but even the IK Foam Pro 12, code Cars with Keeve saves you 10% off on their website. They're very competitively priced on this unit right here, and they have free shipping over $100. So this is a really good deal from them. Anything else that's not from them will be in a link below. Also be on the website, carsandkeeve.com. My most recommended products are on there with the videos, pointing you here, giving you descriptions. There's a discount page, there's a giveaway page. There will be a new giveaway up very soon. So after this video, there will be a ceramic coating video. We'll also do an update on the panel over here, which has 3 of their coatings on it. So as we go through each process, we'll explain what we're doing, the products that we're using, why we're using it, and then obviously people can complain in the comments that that's not the way to do it. So let's pull Heidi in the garage here and let's get to cleaning. Do you see that? We have front lift now, so we can raise and lower her over speed bumps. Been wanting that for a very long time because that front lift is very low on the car and hits just about everything. So one warning, make sure that before you do this, especially with the amount of chemicals that we're working with, that the car is cooled down. Don't just do this right after a drive. Let it sit in a nice cool place for a good bit to let the engine hood cool down, the wheels cool down, everything get nice and cold. You should be doing this in the shade. You can do this in direct sunlight, but the process is going to suck. It's going to take a very long time, but some of you you don't have any other options. You'll be doing this one panel at a time. Now this car has been sitting in parking lots outside for weeks on end, and you can tell she has got the water spots from being out in the rain. She is nice and dirty. This is exactly the kind of wash that we need, because not only you can just stop before that polish process, but this is the process that you can use to, rejuvenate a ceramic coating. So we have a 15:1 dilution ratio of all clean from DIY Detail with about an ounce of incredible suds. There's about 4.5 liters of water in here. A lot of people say, hey, you're in the United States, use ounces, but when everything you have out there is the dilution markings are in liters. This has a 1 and a 2 gallon mark, but it has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 liters. It's easier for me to figure out a 15:1 dilution ratio when I'm using milliliters and liters. The tip that's on this is the wet foam tip. I like my pre-soak to be a little bit, wet. So here we go. I have the eFoam Pro 12 battery on here as well. It'll self-pump for me. We're going to let that dwell for a minute or two. And then right on top of that, we're going to put incredible suds in this MJC SV 3.0 foam cannon. Now I've got a little more here than I usually do. Usually it's only 1 ounce. That's all I really need for my contact wash. That's for lubrication. I want a little bit more cleaning power because you saw how dirty it was. You can put 32:1 in an IK Foam Pro and you can use Incredible Suds as a pre-soak. But the All Clean's just a little bit stronger. This on top of it is really going to help. So we have an Active 2.0 it's sitting over here on the wall. It's an Uberflex hose. We're using an MTM SGS 28 gun. But this combo's been working pretty good so far. It's a very light hose, very ultra flexible. Now we let that dwell off. We do have a good bit on the wheels and tires already, but we have P&S Brake Buster 5:1 dilution ratio and an IK Foam Pro 2 Plus, which has the valve on this side that I can use the air compressor to fill up. If you put too much liquid in there like I did, it's not going to last very long. I'm probably going to pump, but I have an easy detail brush right here, and we have a Detail Factory tire brush that I'm using for the first time. This is very recommended to me. works pretty good. Now we're gonna rinse off with our Active 2.0 using the Ridge Washer. This is a 4.0 nozzle tip. It's a 15 degree. You see it's orange. I did a video on these, 20 bucks for 4 nozzle guards. They come in 3.0s and 4.0s. Now if you notice I'm using a 15 degree for this rinse, I want to get as much off as possible. I am holding the spray further away from the car. And with the 4.0 on the Active, we're at 900-ish PSI, so it's not going to be harmful at all. It just takes a little bit longer to rinse because we don't have as wide of a spray. Pre-soak's done. Time for the contact wash. I have our Incredible Suds again. Less dilution, just about an ounce in here. Definitely have more than enough left in the bottle for our iron remover Decon wash. So in this bucket right here, I have 3 gallons of water and 1 ounce of Incredible Suds. We have 4 twist and lock microfiber towels from DIY Detail. I love these. They're very small, but they're drying towels and they're like 1024 GSM. So they're so small that I can fold them up in nice little 4 sides, and it's just perfect for my hand. It's just a really nice weight. I really love these. And I use the 1 bucket method. When we get done with one of these, after using the 4 sides, I just throw it in my washing machine. I put it on rinse to get rid of all the soap. I am using no pressure at all. I feel like I'm doing the crab walk sometimes. Well, I forgot to hit the record button as I was rinsing. All I did was use a 25 degree 4.0, a Ridge Washer nozzle. We're probably going to turn the dial down a little bit. Since we dialed it down, we still have plenty left that we can use later on if we need to, or the next wash. Now here comes the controversial stuff. DIY Detail's iron remover. So the difference between this iron remover and most on the market is most of them are spray on, let it eat, turn purple, and then you rinse it off. You're eating away at the iron, the embedded brake dust in your clear coat in the pores and stuff like that. There's a little different. Theirs is pH neutral, and it's got lubrication in it. So you can use this with your decontamination towel. So it's not really clay towel, that's a marketing thing. This is a very non-aggressive surface. It's very, very slick once you break it in. I'll show you how to break it in here in a minute. I've done this many times on that hood, a lot, and I have not marred that hood. You just have to be very careful. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of people who don't believe in this step, but I do. We already have a great lubrication layer with the Incredible Suds. This is an extra contact wash as well. So 1 spray on the towel, you have 4 sides because it's folded, and then 1 spray on the panel that you're going to work on. And then, like I said, we are just like the easiest amount of pressure. And this stuff does stink, which sucks. And I know everybody's going to be like, why aren't you wearing gloves? Well, you know what? They're sitting right there on the cart, and I keep forgetting to use them. Now, if you just have a brand new towel, they come with a little bit of a coating on it when it comes to shipping. So what you want to do is just work on your windows and use all 4 sides, work on your windows, and that's going to break off that material over time, and then you're going to be ready for the paint nice and slick. This works great because you can use this on the trim, wheels and tires, you can use it on your windshield, the vinyl wrap, PPF, paint, doesn't matter. Woo! It's a workout. So next step is water spot remover. And I kind of hate the name because it doesn't really remove all water spots. It removes the minerals and stuff that are sitting on top that you want to get off that car before you polish, so those little abrasives aren't in your polish and then, you know, cutting things up. So just spray it on the car. I have my Creature microfiber from Rag Company. I like using this for that. Dip it in my Incredible Suds bucket that I had earlier that isn't contaminated yet, and then we'll just use that for the whole car. Just like that. So we have some lubrication with the water spot remover. Little bit goes a long way with this stuff. Couple sprays in my towel. So I'm going to hit it with this 25 degree again. So that final rinse, I just want to soak it all down and get everything that I can out of all the nooks and crannies and everything. Using my Flexilla hose, I love this thing because it's got a swivel on the top. This Gilmour spray head right here is only available at Walmart. It's really good. The dollies on my buckets are at Walmart as well. 15 bucks. I mean, you can't beat that. Like, cheapest one on Amazon is what, 25, 30 bucks? And then some other websites charge like $50 for a dolly. A question many ask is, how do I know if I'm thoroughly rinsed? The best way to do it is to impact the hood because the water doesn't run off as fast. Hit it with a spray, whether it's a pressure washer or this. Hit it really hard. Check the beads. If the beads have foam, soap, or anything in them, those are surfactants that are left over that have not been properly washed off yet. We're gonna dry most of it off a leaf blower. It's not gonna come off really great because we have stripped just about everything off of there and we don't have a drying aid. Got stubby nose on my Ryobi 730. Alright, so we've blown off as much water as we can. We now have a Dry Me a River towel. I have G-Technics a panel wipe. I'm going to spray a few spritz on the towel. It'll just flash off. You don't have to go back and buff it. Now right now you can stop and not go to that polish process and go ahead and start with a new sealant, whether it's ceramic gloss or whatever. If you're going to go do a ceramic coating, I would suggest that you do the light polish. You're looking at me like, what the heck is that? This is an orbital sander. So this is going to be a really non-aggressive way to do this polish. We have the DIY Detail yellow waffle pad. It's kind of a medium cut. We have the gold standard polish in the spray bottle. We spray it on there. This has no fillers in it at all, so we're not filling scratches. We're not going to have any of the white residue that you're normally going to have. You can take this, go over the rubber trim, over the plastic trim, put it on the window. You can do everything. We're going to be able to do large panels at once. This isn't one of those 2x2 area polishes. We can do an entire panel. And the reason we can do that is because the gold standard polish lasts a very long time. It doesn't get dried out. We'll do the initial wipe off with the 365 from Rag Company. Then we'll come back with the Creature over top of it for that final buff off. You can dampen these a little bit if you want to. You can actually use panel prep as well. So you just have to make sure that you're good to go there. That's more than enough, just a couple of spritzes. We're not trying to cut. We're not trying to, take scratches out or anything like that. We're just getting the surface ready. Yeah, that roof looks good. I can literally run on this area right here, go over that black trim, over the rubber, right onto the window, and just keep on going. If you go over the rubber, obviously your pad is going to get dark pretty quick. Just dump it in some incredible suds. Obviously if you had a pad washer or something else, it'd be a lot quicker, but this is the best I got. I just take this, then we wring it out to get the excess off. You see, we are back to clean. Ooh, that trim and the windows, they look so dang good. Well, my camera stopped recording because I guess the file reached the too big of a size. But I finished this side. I actually did break out my DA polisher and use that pad. I have the Ryobi one right here. And I just used that to hit this little section right here. I hope this helped you. If not, let me know in the comments below. What did I do wrong? What should I do different? Don't forget to check the links below. Cars with Keith will save you 10% off at DIYDetail.com. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. First, we must take care of this intruder. Oh, don't get on my car now. Well, it's over for you now. All you gotta do is just calm down and stay in the spot for a second so I can get you. Gotcha. And, you know, where, you know, on top of whatever is, oh my God. Those decontamination, pulling those contamination. And they'll doesn't. It's recording, right? It would suck if it wasn't recording. Ow. Damn, that hurt. Scratched the piss out of me.